Welcome to Community Today. I'm Dave Diamond, your host for the show. Community Today is a public service of Salem Communications and this radio station. This weekly pre-recorded program focuses on topics and issues that affect listeners and the community in the Sacramento area. Now, if you have questions or concerns regarding today's program, stay tuned. We'll give you information on how you can contact us following today's show. Thank you for joining us today. We do have a special guest in the studio, Dan Lott, Director of Career Coaching, a ministry of Bayside Church. And Dan, thank you for coming in. And this is such an exciting event. Or what's going on, what you guys are doing for the community. I think our listeners are going to really get involved and get excited about what you're doing if they don't know about it already. Now, Dan, you are the director over there.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Career Coaching, Ministry of Bayside Church. And let's say if folks tune into the show and they want to find out more, they can always go to the website.
The website is baysideonline.com, and you can simply search for Career Coaching. It will tell you about the programs that we have and how you can get registered and connected.
A lot of folks are looking for work.
Absolutely.
It's a tough market out there to get a job. If for whatever reason you lost your job, I have a friend of mine that worked for 35 years for a company, lost his job, and it took him a year to get anything together. It's not easy. So, and you're helping folks in the community.
We are absolutely helping people. It's been an exciting venture in this ministry. We equip people, we encourage them and support them. You know, our primary program is Job One, and it meets every Monday morning. Currently, we're seeing 120 to 130 people for 3 hours on Monday morning. And we do a whole variety of things. We do special speakers. We have teaching sessions on resumes and interviewing. We provide one-on-one coaching. We provide mock interviewing. It's a community where you're encouraged, you're lifted up.
It really makes a difference, doesn't it?
It absolutely makes a difference. It's made a difference in over 770 people who have come through the program and found reemployment.
I've gone through a situation like that, and being without a job and feeling helpless. Not able to have the tools and maybe not know where to go and what to do. This is something that I know people would really appreciate, and it makes a difference. It's you're talking about your life. You're talking about your just your whole life and getting a job and making money and paying your bills and being something that everybody can be happy about.
Well, I can understand that, Dave, because when you are let go from a company or you've lost a job, you aren't being paid to be a job seeker. And so for many people, they don't know what to do. They start doing something, and pretty soon they find out that isn't really working.
Right. Now, there is an email address that folks can actually email you if they have any questions or anything?
Absolutely. It's called careercoaching@baysideonline.com.
Okay. So Career Coaching provides an opportunity for job seekers to get equipped with the right skills for a more effective job search, and while bringing encouragement and help to get you connected with other job seekers and job opportunities. So,
well, let me tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, please.
When you start looking for a job, many people have tried to use job boards, and they've applied for a number of jobs. In fact, many of them will tell me, I've applied for 30 or 40 jobs and I've heard from no one. Our answer is simply, when you come to the program at Bayside Career Coaching, we start explaining to you all of the pieces and all the actions that go into being effective at looking for a job. Only 20% of jobs that are available in the Sacramento market are published on job boards. Mm-hmm. That means that 80% of the jobs are going to be found by people communicating with each other and going out and doing that hard work of meeting new people, of telling people what skills you have, and focusing in a particular area. And so we explain to people all those elements, and then we give them the confidence that when they engage with career coaching, we will equip them so that they can be effective with their resume. They can be effective when they're meeting new people. They can be effective when they're interviewing.
And I just want to make it perfectly clear that, when we talked before I turned the microphones on, this is not a one-time event. This is going on every Monday.
Well, we tell job seekers that they're not really unemployed.
Okay.
They have a job, and that means that they have a job looking for someone else to pay them for work. That should be a full-time activity because you need to prepare yourself. You need to communicate with people. You need to follow up. You need to do research. You need to still organize your life. That all means hard work. In fact, for most of our job seekers, and I have my own experience, looking for a job is going to be the hardest work you've ever done.
I agree.
So you have a choice.
Yeah.
You can engage and work hard at it, or you can sit back and wait until time finally comes around and some job lands in your lap in 2 or 3 years.
And I find, and I've gone through a program similar that really helped me out. Going through this with other people really makes it a lot more enjoyable and more beneficial.
Well, there's a key word there called hope. When you're trying to do this alone, it's very easy to be discouraged and feel that you're the only person and you're the victim. When you come into a group like career coaching, one of the first things we do is we lift you up. We give you hope. We help you see what your experiences and skills are and give you that confidence so that when you're talking to someone, instead of saying, I need, you're able to say to that individual, I have these skills, and they can help your organization be better, do more business, serve customers better, make better products, provide better services.
So Dan, we're kind of finding out what career coaching is. How did you get involved in all this?
Well, it was God's way of getting me involved. I sat in a meeting in late 2008 where we talked about the opportunities for ministry, and one of those was to serve people that were looking for jobs. 2008 was the most difficult period across the country and in the Sacramento region. And I simply answered, I think I can help. Little did I understand that that would become almost a full-time activity. I had retired from paid business in 1999. I was volunteering and serving at the church. And since February of 2009, when we launched our first meeting, I've been serving as the director of career coaching along with 20 to 25 volunteers.
Very good. Yeah. Now, if anybody's listening and they know someone who's looking for a job, or maybe they're looking for a job, please tune in. We've got some great information for you. My guest, Dan Lott, Director of Career Coaching, a ministry of Bayside Church. And we're going to tell you more about this and how you can get involved. And I think hope is just a key word there. This program gives people hope. It really does. So tell us about the success of your program. People getting jobs?
People are getting jobs. We've had over 770 job seekers that have come into career coaching tell us that they've been reemployed. Over 45 of those people have been employed by the state of California. And this year alone, 90 people have told us that they've found reemployment. So career coaching works. And it works for people that attend Bayside. It also works for the 40% of people that come to career coaching that do not attend Bayside Church. We're an open ministry. We're an open program that welcomes anyone.
It's tough out there. You're right. It's a tough job to get prepared for a job, get your resume together, and, you need help. I needed help when I was out of a job. So what's going on in the Sacramento market?
Well, the Sacramento market has improved a little bit. When we started the program, the general number in Sacramento, besides the unemployment number that I believe was up around 12%, was that for every open job in Sacramento, there were 5 people. Today, that report says that there are 4 people looking for every job that's open in Sacramento. So it's a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it is still competitive. So when you come to the program, one of our desires is to help you build your confidence, build your communication, build your stories of things that you've successfully done that have helped another organization or helped someone, so that when you go out and compete for a job, you're attractive to that organization or that individual.
And you got this training or this understanding through your personal experiences?
My personal experiences were very fundamental in this program. In my career, I went through 4 job transitions that totaled over those 4 transitions over 15 months. And I was fortunate at the time to be involved with a group as an outplacement agency where I had support. I was given hope. I was given equipping. And so God uniquely placed me in this leadership position where I could turn around and help other people by giving them hope, by equipping them with the right kinds of tools and actions, and to encourage and support them every week in that journey.
And I'm sure you've got some success stories to share with me.
Well, you bet. Here's one that's very recent. Comes from Lisa Zook. She says, "Thank you again to Job 1, Bayside Career Coaching, for all of the help and encouragement that you and your team provided to me over the past 3+ months. It was a wonderful experience, and I met many lovely people and made new friends along the way. Every speaker had something to offer, and I don't feel that I would have been successful without the input and direction you and your group provided. I am truly grateful." That's just one of the some 700 emails that I have from people that have successfully found jobs.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, let's go step by step, kind of what happens on your Monday morning programs, Job 1.
Well, on Monday mornings, we start our program with a devotional. We believe that a relationship with God is an important part of people's lives. Some of our people do not attend church on a regular basis, but they feel very welcomed in the group. We then follow that up with networking exercises that help people in the room communicate with each other and practice their communication so that they are clear and they're focused and they don't turn people off as they talk to them about what they are looking for. And then we have on every Monday morning 3 to 4 teaching sessions with special speakers on a specific topic, with sessions on resumes, interviewing, cover letters, getting unstuck, using the internet with LinkedIn and Facebook as part of the tools for finding a job. And that changes every Monday morning. So our desire is that when a job seeker signs up for career coaching, that they come every week to be lifted up, to learn something new, and be more effective that week as they're looking for that next opportunity.
So it starts up at 9 o'clock in the morning?
It starts at 9 o'clock every Monday morning. It's in Roseville at Bayside Church in the office complex, just off of Sierra College in Douglas.
Now, do people need to schedule, that they're going to be there, or they just show up for that Monday? What happens?
This is a program that we ask people to register.
Okay.
One of the fundamental things in looking for a job is to be connected with people and to be known. And so we ask people to register so we can communicate with them. We provide a flow of information about jobs that we hear about. We also communicate to them encouraging words that help them in their search. We ask people that register to pay a one-time fee of $20. They can be in the program for 2 months, 12 months, 2 years with that $20. And we also offer scholarships to anyone that comes in the door and says, I have financial needs that have just stretched beyond my means. We welcome them. So you can register online at baysideonline.com, or you can register at the door on a Monday morning.
9 a.m. to 12 noon then, huh?
9 a.m. to 12 noon every week.
Great. And that is a great deal. I mean, you're talking, okay, so you're looking for a job. You may not get it the first month. You may not have it, you get everything together, or 2 months, 3 months, but it's just $20 to register for this.
That's a value of almost $2,000 if you were to pay for it commercially. I just did a look this week at the volunteer hours that we invest every year in career coaching, and it's over 3,500 hours of volunteer time that is invested in equipping, encouraging, and supporting these job seekers.
Do you guys over there do resumes?
We absolutely do resumes, but we emphasize that resumes are only a piece of your job search.
Mm-hmm.
Resumes will never get you the job. What resumes really do is help communicate to another individual or an organization that you're attractive and that they should engage in a further conversation with you. For most people, we tell them that if you just look at the top half of the first page of your resume, that's what people will make a decision on. They will either decide to continue and read because you're interesting, or they will look at that first half page and decide that it's time to put that resume in the trash can.
And I know a lot of employers probably are getting, all kinds of resumes. And how much time do these people look at these things, or how much time do they take to look at? Like if somebody sent in a resume, I mean, I'm sure they just want to get the basic information, and you've got to really kind of get their attention.
Well, you'd be surprised, Dave. It's less than 10 seconds.
I would be surprised, yes.
And if you think about it, any job that's published online typically is going to have 300 to 500 resumes submitted to the organization. No individual, and no matter how professional or experienced they are, is equipped to deal capably with 300 to 500 pieces of paper. And so each individual will do their own method,
mm-hmm.
but it's going to be 10 seconds or less as they look at something.
Boy, you've got to get it down. What actions are the most important for a job seeker?
Well, the first action is to really do a self-assessment and awareness of what are the skills and experience you have that you do well. The second part is we ask people and we emphasize that you need to focus on looking for a particular type of job or in a particular industry. It just doesn't work to go out in the marketplace and say, I need a job, do you have one? And then when you've done those two things, we can help you put together your verbal communications
mm-hmm.
so that you're effective talking to people, your written communications with resumes and with cover letters. And then one of the most important things we emphasize is a simple thing called success stories. Success stories are those things where you were involved in some kind of a project or a task, you were active in it, and the result was good. And when you can use those success stories, particularly in interviews, you answer that question that many, many interviewers ask, which is, tell me about a time when,
mm-hmm.
or give me an example of how you do.
I see, yeah. Well, of course, and then, there's people just don't know how to communicate, let's say in an interview process. I mean, that's very nerve-wracking.
It is. And it's interesting, Dave. I don't know how you are, but when I'm under pressure, I'm nerve-wracked and I'm nervous, I talk. And I don't talk for just 10 seconds. I talk for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
What I forget is I lose my audience. And so we work very hard with job seekers to give them an understanding and to give them the tools so that when they talk to someone, they keep those conversations under 30 seconds and let the other person become engaged. And that works really well when you do that.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I know people that just kind of give you a little bit more information than you need.
A lot more than you need.
Exactly.
Or want.
Yeah. Our guest today, Dan Lott, Director of Career Coaching, a ministry of Bayside Church. Again, there is a website. There's an email address that you can contact him. The website, now that's a good way to go. Let's say if they're listening right now, they can go to the website right now.
Go to BaysideOnline.com. Look under the tab of Compassion. You'll see Career Coaching. Click on that. You can read about our 3 programs. One of our programs is for the people that are job seekers. We do a networking night. It's a mixer. And every job seeker has an opportunity to meet new people,
mm-hmm.
get connected to new opportunities. And some of those job seekers find jobs because they participated in that networking night.
You don't have to attend a church to go to this.
No. About 40% of the job seekers that attend career coaching and our Monday morning program do not attend Bayside Church.
Now, how how do you pay for the Job One event? How would someone be able to do that online or
If
what?
you register online, you will pay by a credit card.
Okay.
If you register at the door, you can pay by check, cash, and if you have a financial need, you can apply for a scholarship.
Hmm. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I know you've got a couple of the things that are happening coming up. Looks like there's something coming up on Monday, April the 8th.
April the 8th is not only Job One, but it's also a skills workshop. Once a month, we do a skills workshop, and we use a technique we learned from Richard Bowles, who's the author of What Color is Your Parachute,
Mm-hmm.
a book that's been published 42 versions. That skills workshop helps people identify their skills. And then on April 17th,
Yes.
we have another event. If we have a little time to kind of talk about that, Dave.
Yes, please.
This is a symposium, and this symposium is targeted at all the people in the Sacramento region that are in workforce development.
Mm-hmm.
There are people in workforce development that support job seekers directly, like career centers, job clubs, and ministries like ours.
Right.
There's people that provide education and training to people for new careers, like training institutes, junior colleges, and universities. And then there are a variety of institutions that are working at developing new jobs, understanding where the economy is going, and providing funding to support job seekers. This is the first ever symposium to bring those people together to share information, because we know that no one individual really understands that full spectrum. We're also going to stimulate that audience with this whole subject of work, because work is changing in America today. 40% of people who work for pay will not be working in an organization where it's a full-time job and they're paid with benefits like health care, insurance, vacation. They're going to be working as a solopreneur, as a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
as temporary, and we're going to stimulate that discussion because it has many facets to it that can be exciting, can be very important as we continue to develop the workforce. That symposium is April 17th. You can also find that by going to BaysideOnline.com and look at the events page.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. And again, these events are happening over there at Bayside Church of Granite Bay. You guys are pretty easy to find.
We're quite easy to find. You can exit 80 at Douglas, go to Sierra College, and if you turn left at Sierra College, you will find us on the right side. We're at 8191 Sierra College Boulevard. The career coaching actually occurs across the street in the office complex. You'll get a map for that when you register, or if you send an email to career coaching, we'll send you a map to the actual location.
Okay. How many folks usually show up for the Job One on Mondays?
On Monday mornings, we have 120 people.
Oh, very good.
Every Monday morning. It's an exciting, energetic environment. If you started your Monday morning down, you will be lifted up when you come. You'll be ready to get your week going so that you can be effective in your job search.
Just a reminder, this is not a one-time event. It happens every Monday.
Job seeking happens every day, and so our commitment is we want to provide a place where every week you can get started, you can become better equipped, you can be encouraged, you can encourage other people, and you can be supported by the 15 to 20 volunteers that are there every Monday morning coaching, teaching, and equipping you.
I'm sure our listeners know someone who's looking for a job, maybe in their immediate family or maybe themselves personally, looking for a job, getting frustrated, giving up hope. We don't want that.
Well, and I would say to anyone, come to Bayside Career Coaching. It works. Come on a Monday morning. You'll learn all the things that are going on there, and you will absolutely embrace it and want to continue to come so that you can be more effective and you can find that job quicker.
And you can register the day of on Monday. You just
Absolutely. Come on Monday mornings. It's at 8303 Sierra College Boulevard in Suite 140.
Yeah, and if you want to go on the website, you can do that, BaysideOnline.com/career coaching.
Yes.
If you're looking for a job, take advantage of it. What a great opportunity. What a great value to be able to work with professionals, people that know how to help you. You know, there's hope. There's help. and it's happening over there at Bayside. Dan Lott, Director of Career Coaching, thank you for being our guest today.
It's been a delight to be here, Dave.
Mm.
Always interested in coming back whenever you'd like to have me talk about what we do.
We'd love to have you back, Dan. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community and helping people that really need help. Thank you. You've been listening to Community Today, a public service of Salem Communications and this radio station. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions, please send them to 1425 River Park Drive, Suite number 520, Sacramento, California 95815, or email us communitytoday@salemcommunications.com. That's communitytoday@salemcommunications.com. I'm Dave Diamond, inviting you to join us again next week for the next edition of Community Today. Thanks for listening.